Morning, Leah.
Good morning. Thank you so much for being willing to do this video.
I'm glad to.
So this is for the Western Music Youth. And so what is one of the primary things that you would like Western Music Youth to know about as far as performing Western music goes?
Well, stick with it for sure, because it's a music that's too beautiful to be forgotten and relegated to the nostalgia bin. It's a living, breathing part of our culture, and keeping it alive is the primary thing that a young person can do.
Mm-hmm. Who were some of your heroes when you came into Western music? Who were some of the people that you looked to?
Well, mainly the harmony singers, the Sons of the Pioneers, Foy Willing and the Riders of the Purple Sage, Andy Parker and the Plainsmen. I loved Gene Autry, of course. When I was a kid, I loved Tex Ritter. And Marty Robbins naturally had a huge impact, and his harmony was always so beautiful. I listened to a whole lot of that and listened for hours and hours.
What really attracted you to us? What brought you to this genre in particular?
Well, from the musical side, the harmony, and I also loved the rhythm and swing of it. On the lyrical side, it was especially, as a guy who has been a writer all my life, on the lyrical side, I just loved the sense of the treasuring the out of doors and celebrating it in song, and painting landscapes and portraits in song. So it satisfied both halves of my brain.
Yeah. So you mentioned harmony singing earlier.
Yes.
So as these young people learn about Western music, and as we learn more about this genre, what is some advice that you can give to us as far as putting harmonies together? What are some things that have helped you when you get together with people and sing harmony and come up with your arrangements?
Well, listen carefully, sing along, and try to separate the parts. Now, with the Sons of the Pioneers, that's very hard to do, because their trick, and I understand Lloyd Perryman was the one that came up with this, but their trick was to sing in the same range, even though the melody might go like that. And Tumbling Tumbleweeds is a perfect example. The melody changes 3 times. I mean, the singer who carries the melody changes 3 times, so that all the singers are singing in the same range. The tenor doesn't have to go way high, or the baritone doesn't have to go where it goes or not be heard. So took me a long time to figure that out. I kept thinking, why does a song really not have a melody?
Yeah.
And it's because if you were listening to any one voice, Dale Warren or Lloyd Perryman, or Bob Nolan, you would hear the parts change, and I couldn't figure it out for a long, long time. And then when it hit me, it was like, oh yeah, well, I can do that. You know.
Wow.
Marty Robbins didn't do that.
Yeah.
You know, his tenor sang above him and his baritone sang below him, and that was it. If you couldn't hit the notes, tough luck.
Wow. Well, that is so interesting. Well, thank you so much for being willing to talk to the Western Music Youth, and
well, I'm glad to. We were there at the very first festival Bill Wiley put on, and have been a believer in the organization, and especially eager to speak to the youth, because as they said in Plan 9 from Outer Space, the future is where we're going to live the rest of our lives. And the kids have to carry it on. You know, we can't go on forever, much as we want to, and somebody's got to come up behind. And there are a lot of talented people out there right now doing it. I don't know that they can make a living at it, but I wish them the best, and hope that this music survives and thrives, and generations to come.
Great. Well, thank you so much, and you're a great inspiration for us to look up to as we go towards that goal.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
For a cow